That is why, also, starting with our administration, we gave TPS, temporary protected status, to Haitian migrants, 55,000. And then more recently, we extended temporary protected status to over 100,000 Haitian migrants for that very reason, that they need support, they need protection.
Yeah, we got to talk about some Haitians today. Something interesting has been happening in the good old state of Ohio, okay? Buckeye Nation, okay? Buckeye Nation, yes, sir. Apparently, some illegals who happen to be Haitians, because I know some Democrats, oh, well, you're only talking about it because they're Haitian. No, I'm talking about it because they're illegals, okay? And apparently, they've been on a rampage and doing some absolutely wild things, and we're gonna get into that. I got a video that I want to show y'all later on. I'm gonna have to blur part of it because yeah, it's a little wild. So if you got kids, this probably not the video for them to be watching, okay? Just full disclosure. With that being said, let's dive in.
Hey Patriots. So I didn't want to believe what I'm about to tell you, but after researching, looking into it in Ohio, I actually have people out in Ohio. It turns out that there is accuracy to this story. So Springfield is a small town in Ohio. 4 years ago, it had about 60,000 residents. Under Harris and Biden, 20,000 Haitian immigrants were shipped to Springfield, Ohio. The Haitians, and I'm not saying all of them, but some of them are literally like going to parks, you know, how we feed the ducks or whatever. They are taking ducks and cutting their heads off and taking them home to eat them, to cook them and eat them. There was a neighbor that was missing her cat. She couldn't find her cat. One day she came home from work. As soon as she stepped out of her car, looked towards a neighbor's house where Haitians lived, and saw her cat hanging from a branch like you do like a deer when you're field dressing or butchering. And they were carving the cat up to eat. They've been doing this to dogs. They've been doing it at Snyder Park with the ducks and the geese. This is Harris and Biden's. They flew these people in to Ohio. So if you're out in Ohio, please watch your animals. If you're anywhere, really, please watch your animals because their customs are not the same as ours, obviously. And this is just so wrong. It's disgusting, but it is, in fact, true. So please be safe. Keep your pets inside. Keep your cats inside. I see a ton of cats roaming around all the time. And then I get like alerts that, you know, somebody's cat's missing. I'm like, keep your cats inside, you know? I don't know. But just be safe, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So you just heard that woman there describe a little bit or tell you a little bit about what's going on in the city of Springfield, Ohio, a town that is typically less than about 60,000 people. So not a massive town at all by any stretch of the imagination, right? Has been inundated with these Haitians who are streaking up people's cats, bro. Oh my goodness. And I'm not laughing at the fact that, you know, they're eating people's pets, but I'm just laughing at the image. Like, could you imagine walking outside of your house and seeing your pet dog strung up in a tree and your neighbors are like carving it like some Thanksgiving turkey or something? Bro, I wouldn't know what to do. Like, I would be in shock. Like, that would be like one of those moments where I just froze and I would probably nervously laugh or so. I don't know. Like, that is just a wild image, not something that you would imagine seeing in America. Like, just people's pets just strung up in trees. Just like, there's just wild stuff. But apparently, you know, people in the city are starting to complain now as well. So we're going to get into a little bit of that, and then we're going to get into that video that I told you guys I was going to show you. All right?
Miss Skinner, who I'm not trying to put on the spot, is my neighbor.
Just talk to me, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And I'm done with what I'm seeing. It is so unsafe in my neighborhood anymore. I have the homeless that were trying to camp out, and I have made concessions with them, and I try to help them the best I can to keep them from trying to squat on my property. But it is so unsafe. I have men that cannot speak English in my front yard screaming at me, throwing mattresses in my front yard, throwing trash in my front yard. And I can't. Look at me, I weigh 95 pounds. I couldn't defend myself if I had to. My husband is elderly, and last night, after living in this home for 45 years, he said, Noelle, guess what? It's time to pack up and move. He said, we can't do this anymore. He said, it's killing both of us mentally. I don't understand what you expect of us as citizens. I mean, I understand they're here under temporary protected status, and you're protecting them, and I understand that our city services are overwhelmed and understaffed, but who's protecting us? If we're protecting them, who's protecting me? I want out of this town. I am sorry. Please give me a reason to stay. Thank you.
So sad. So sad. But to that lady there, to you, I say,
I think it's like,
hold on. Vote Trump. Vote Trump. Trump will get these folks up out of here quick, fast, and in a hurry. My goodness. I mean, like, it goes on. Like, these videos.
I was out and about yesterday, driving around Springfield. I was looking at the giant holes in some of our buildings. I noticed all of the old familiar spots bearing new signs in an unfamiliar language. I watched as groups of strangers walked around the city like lost tourists, and it was like a punch in the gut. A terrible sadness came over me, and I began to cry. I immediately started to think back to when I was little, walking from my grandma's house on South Fountain through downtown and all the way to Snyder Park, going to Wren's to get new school clothes and shoes, the excitement of the mall for lunch at the Blue Fox, or even better to see Santa, riding down High Street, admiring the beauty of those stately homes and their amazing architecture, dropping pennies in the fountain and making wishes. And now, all those warm memories are becoming fuel to the fire of anger inside of me. I feel like we have been invaded by some sort of pest. I'm angry that my friends and family are packing up and moving away. I'm angry that foreigners are using up the resources that were set up for the Americans that reside here. I'm angry that another country's flag was being flown in our city. I'm angry when I see our businesses and recreational areas littered with garbage left by people that do not know or understand our laws and culture and are making no attempt to learn about them. And let me be clear, this is not about race. This is about people being given the privilege of coming here from another country and having no respect for our people, our land, or our life's work. People living their life here the way they did in Haiti, angry, stealing, polluting, living in filth, and acting like animals. These are not civilized people. Opening containers in our grocery stores, helping themselves to what's inside and throwing the rest onto the shelves and floors. Pulling off of the highway to publicly clean and gut the roadkill lying there in front of anyone that passes by. Stealing animals from farmers and leaving their severed heads at the side of an old school where children play. Relieving themselves in public. Making some barbaric stew out of the birds that live in our park. This is insanity, and it has to stop. What will become of Springfield? Where will we be in 5 years? The thought terrifies me. Will it be some sort of dystopian wasteland with most of our original residents having moved away and those that cannot afford to move being locked inside their homes, living in fear? This thought is keeping me awake at night. I just want the old Springfield back. I know it was far from perfect, but at least it was still ours.
And I'm happy she touched on the race portion of it, right? Because, of course, these Democrats are going to blame her for being racist. They're going to claim, oh, well, she's an old racist white woman. And I'm happy that she said it has nothing to do with race. Doesn't matter who it is in terms of skin color, but they're illegals who are coming into my city and absolutely destroying it. And she's angry about it, and rightfully so, because I would be too, gosh darn it. I would be extremely angry. You know? But hey, once again, vote Trump. Vote Trump. I want to play this last clip before we get into the grand finale clip, because this is also interesting as well. Check it out.
So fucking mad right now. So I just got off the insurance company. Got off the phone with the insurance company, and was told that my insurance went up because of the cost of doing business in my area. I have two nice vehicles that I'm, took a loan out on, and both of the drivers, me and my wife, have good driving records. No accidents, and she's never had an accident. I had an accident when I was a teenager, so it's probably been over 15, 16 years ago I had an accident. And my insurance has gone up over $100 a month within 6 months. I pay over $420 a month for insurance for full coverage on 2 cars. They're nice looking cars. So I live in Springfield, Ohio, where the influx of Haitians are, and we have had an enormous amount of car accidents because they don't know how to drive. So now, because of that, my car insurance has gone up significantly. I might as well be taking out another car payment at this point just to cover my cars, but the government makes it so that you have to have car insurance. So I thought, I'm going to shop around and see if I can find a cheaper rate. And all of the other insurance companies have given me the same rate, if not more. So I don't have a choice. So I got to pay for another car payment, basically, for insurance, just so I can have these 2 cars that I own, because people around here don't know how to fucking drive.
Crazy. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit because he provides some receipts as to what these Haitians are doing in his city. My goodness. Actually, I don't even know can I show this? I don't think these are too bad. Yeah, I think most of these except for that first one. Okay. Yeah, these are all the accidents. The first clip was like somebody running into another car, and I'm not gonna put, I don't know if anybody was hurt, so I'm gonna skip over that one. But here they are. I'm gonna mute that music. Look at all this. Like, bro, what? What? Bro, these bro, this is nuts, bro. He said, I'm not lying. I got the receipts, bro. Look at this. Bro, took out that man's whole fence. Like, my goodness. Oh, man. Bro, I would be mad, too. Like, it's not even my fault. And y'all raising insurance rates on me. Like, that's just crazy. But if you guys didn't believe that they're, like, eating pets, I'm going to blur it out. At least the part where you can see the pet lying on the ground. But I'll show you the rest. Check it out.
What did you do? Why'd you kill the cat? Smile for me. Smile with your teeth. Go like this. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No? Why'd you kill it? Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with it.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah, she was.
You call the Humane Society, see if they'll come pick this cat up. It's deceased.
Yeah. It's really happening. Really happening. They saw this woman kneeling down and munching on someone's pet cat. Insane, man. Insane. Coming to a city near you. If we don't elect Trump, get out and vote. That's all I can say about that. We got to get Trump back in office, baby. It's a must. But y'all let me know your thoughts, your opinions. Stay safe out there. Hide your cats. Hide your dogs. Any pets, keep them inside. All right? Keep them inside. It's dangerous out here. Peace and love. I'm out.